Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear and see me clearly? Right, okay. So, thank you for joining us today. So I would love to introduce me and Molly first. So we also give one more minute for other attendees joining us. So this is Nika. I'm from TAST International team. I'm managing the international marketing and recruitment activities at TAST. So at the moment, like I'm responsible for the student recruitment activities. Building up the relationship with the education agencies and also some marketing activities like onshore and offshore in Australia. So I will pass that to Molly. Molly, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Molly. I am looking after admission and compliance. So everything about your admission and to letter of offer and COE, I'll be looking after you. And as well as once you join and your study journey in the middle, you have any question, you might change your study plan, I'll be the one to help you with.
Right, thank you. So I think we probably can start. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see the slides. So before we get started, I would love to give you some ideas about this online session. So in this online session, we are going to go through like we will provide you some brief introduction about TASTAFE and also the international education programs available at TASTAFE for international students. After that, Molly will give you some idea about the entry requirement for international students for different programs and also the student application process at TASTAFE. So during this session, you may come up with different questions. So we will save the question to the end. So you can actually put in your question on the top of the screen. I think there's a one button, is a Q&A button, and you can type your question over there, and we can see that we will love to answer that after we finish the slides. Okay, let's get started. If you encounter some technical issues, then please also leave a message on the Q&A, and our support team gonna see that as well. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us this online session. This is actually the first online session the TASTAFE international team hosts. So for the students and education agencies who joining us for the first time and doesn't know much about TASTAFE, I will let you to follow our Facebook first. And also I also share another two QR codes over here. First is the international Facebook QR code. So you feel free to follow us. Normally we will update the latest changes and some informations not just about TASTAFE and also about the life for international students at Tasmania, some community events, some student activities. So there's a lot of very interesting content over there. So you feel free to follow us. And the next QR code is a very important material. It's the TASTAFE International Programs Course Guide. So this course guide can provide you a list of education programs available for the international student at TASTAFE. So you can see the course name, their intakes, the available campus, and also the tuition fee and other costs, all the informations on this course guide. So I would suggest that everyone can scan the QR code and see our digital course guide, and you feel free to check that directly online. If you don't use if you prefer to use a laptop, you can also go to the TASTAFE website, and there's a one uh, one page for the international homepage. You can see this course guide. And there's some email address and a contact number for the international team. So if there's any education agency would love to start working with Fantastic, please drop an email to us and I will guide you to lodge the agent application. All right, so we go to the next one. So why TAST? This part, I would love to give you a brief introduction about TAST. I believe a lot of audience and joining us today never came to TAST before or may have some existing students. So TAST is actually a government owned and operated the vocational education provider in in Tasmania. So we have been hosting international students for more than 25 years. Um, at this moment, we have a 5 course registered campus. We offer the education program to the international students. For the audience who's not very familiar with the terminology of the CRI course means Commonwealth Registered of Institution and Courses for Overseas Students. In simple words, that means if you are international student visa holder or if you want to enroll a course and apply for the international student visa, so CRI course register qualification are for you. Of course, in TASTAFE, we have a lot of other education programs. Majority of them are not CRI course registered, which means we only can provide it to the domestic students. In Tasmania, currently we have 5 campuses providing the CRI course register course into international student. We have a Clarence campus, Hobart campus, and a Drysdale Hobart campus in Hobart City. And we also have a Launceston, like Allenville campus, and also Drysdale Launceston up north in Tasmania. So I would love to suggest you when you go through the education, the course guide, the TASTAFE course guide, when you look into the particular program you are interested, please double check which campus is available for you. Okay, so in TASTAFE, we provide the hands-on and practical trainings for our international student and to get you job ready in your industry. And of course, our trainers have several years industry experience and also teaching experience and to share their expertise and passion to our potential students. Another big advantage for you to study at TASTAFE is we have a wide range connection with the Tasmania local employers. So if a lot of course, for example, Diploma of Nursing, certificates for individual support, those qualification require student to complete a certain amount of hours work placement. So for in TASTAFE, we will arrange the work placement for the international student. So you can study the theoretical knowledge in the class and also you will practice your skills in the real working environment. In this part, TASTAFE also have like excellent international student support. We have a specific international student advisor team to support you from the moment you enroll till you complete your qualification at TASTAFE. So last point, after you enroll with a TASTAFE, you will study alongside with a local Australian student and also the domestic student are from diverse culture background. So we try to provide the student a very good learning environment, help you to build up diverse perspectives in your learning journey. Okay, so now let's look at the programs available for the international students. We have a few like very interesting programs. I think are quite popular in the past 2 years. The top one is the certificate three, from the certificate three level to diploma level of the information technology course. We do have many international students very interested, or they already have some working experience back in their home country in IT industry. They need to set a foot in the door in the Tasmania labor job market, so they need to learn more like knowledge, like, and also different regulations and policies and how to conduct this work in the Australian working settings. So in this page, like you can see a list of the education programs we have. Except information technology, we also have a business, accounting, and a leadership course available for you. So next part is the nursing and healthcare. So we have certificates three in individual support. You can see there are two different streams, aging and the disability. So both of these courses are available in Hobart campus and Allenville, which is the Launceston campus. The next one is a diploma of nursing. Diploma of nursing is also one of the most popular course for the international student. So in the later PowerPoint, so Molly will explain in detail. So what is eligibility to join this nursing program, and considering the high volume of the student application for this program, we also have some selection criteria. So you can get very transparent information later from Molly, and to understand how do we select our future student. Okay, so except in healthcare, we also have horticulture, engineering, and science course. So you can see the certificate in horticulture, step 4, and diploma laboratory technology, and the diploma of engineering. So the last course, the diploma of engineering, has been transited to a new project. So if you are interested in joining this program, we would love to provide you more information on this one. So please contact our team if you are interested. Next part is another very popular course for international students is hospitality, cookery, and tourism. So at the moment, we do have certificates free commercial cookery, so foreign kitchen management, and diploma of hospitality management as a package course, 3 qualifications for 2 years duration available for international students. Okay, next part is the children's service and community services. So for the first 2 qualifications, surgery in early childhood education and care and diploma, we only have Launceston, Allenville campus available for international student visa holders for now. And for diploma of community services course, which is available for international student only in Hobart campus. Okay, next part is ALI course. The ALI course is intensive English course for overseas students. We have 2 different streams, general and academic. They will require you have a different levels of English and to join. So if you want to know more about this course, Molly gonna provide more detailed information on this as well. Okay, so I've done my part. Next part, Molly will introduce some entry requirements for international students to join TAST. So Molly, would you like to take over?
Yep. Thank you, Nika. And hello, everyone. I want to say thank you for joining us today and welcome to the TAST International Information Session. So, first, we will talk about the visa eligibility. Can we? Yep. So in order to start and enroll into our international credit course program, we welcome all the students holding specific visa category as well. So including student visa, temporary graduate, working, regional and skill visas such as 500, 485, and 491 visas. And I want to let you know that for the student who's holding 485, 491, or 190, they actually are eligible for to enroll in domestic courses. So it's not only the credit course registered courses, you can also enroll in our different other courses in TAST. But for the student who is holding a bridging visa, bridging to this state nomination visa, you are still technically a international student, so you will need to consult with us. If you're holding a bridging visa and you want to enroll in credit course registered courses, we ask you to talk to us directly and we will guide you to the appropriate department, or you can come to us for further assistance. If you're not sure about your visa eligibility, please reach out to us to this email address. And for the English requirements, our general entry requirement for English is an IELTS score of 6 or a PT equivalent. For the diploma of nursing, however, you do need a higher level of English proficiency. So IELTS, you need to have 7. We also accept the Duolingo English placement test. So if you need to improve your English, we offer ELICO's program, including general English and English for academic purpose, designated to support your language development. And for the age and academic requirements, students must be at least 18 years old to enroll in our course for credit course registration course, and you must have completed your year 12 or equivalent academic level in your own your home country. So some program we may need additional prerequisite. So make sure that you check the specific qualification requirement, or you need to have the prior knowledge are needed to provide as well. So where can you find this requirement to individual courses? You need to go to our test tab website. There is a domestic international tab. If you are consider yourself an international student, please make sure that you click the international part. You'll be able to see the English entry requirement, what's your age, what's your background. You'll be able to see the units outline to see if this is what I really want to study and what I'm going to expect when I enroll into the course. Thank you, Nika. And about your payment, TAST, we offer a installment payment plan that allows international students to pay their tuition fee per semester. So this plan will be installment plan will be outlined in your letter of offer along with any additional cost. So before accepting your offer, please make sure that you review the information carefully and you understand the full financial commitment, including that we will have a 300 annual admin fee or any other material fee or resources specific to your program. But I can tell you right now, our tuition fee that you can see from our course guide will be the fee that including material fee, and there will be extra $300 each year for your admin fee. And I know our Diploma of Nursing is a very popular program, so I want to spend some time to explain our specific entry requirement for this program. So for those who is interested in this course, please make sure that you know that we do have additional entry requirements. The students or the applicants will need to undertake a test called BKSB test. It's a basic key skill builder assessment, as well as there will be a phone or a online Zoom interview. So this assessment, including BKSB, is to help us to evaluate your academic readiness and to make sure that your expectation align with the demands of the course, so we can support your full commitment to the program. Additionally, relevant prior healthcare study or experience and strengthen your application. So we encourage the student to submit a resume along with the supporting document that you have the relevant background to the diploma of nursing. So you can provide something like with your CV or employment reference letter that you've been working in a hospital or you've been working in a aged care center that really help us to evaluate your eligibility of this course, because we want you to come with a similar background or related background so you'll be able to fit in and be able to complete your study within 2 years smoothly. And once you decide what courses that you want to enroll in TAST, you need to know about your student application process. So first, you will need to find an approved education agent. So to start with your application, you'll need to work with an TAST approved education agency. So you can find a list of approved agency on our website at our international page. You'll be able to find a list of TAST registered agent. So this agency will guide you through the process and help ensure your application meets our requirements. I also noticed that there are some agents attending this session today. So if you have not yet registered with TAST as an official representative education agent, please make sure that you reach out to our international team for further information on becoming part of our network. And next step, once you find your agent, you need to choose your course, intake, and location. So select the course that best align with your career goals, along with your preferred intake and study location. This is a important step, and it sets direction for your study with TAFE. Next step, you will need to prepare your application and documentation. So once you've decided on a course, you visit our online application portal, which is called Ascent One. You're accessible through that you can find it through our website. So if you don't already have an account, please make sure that you create one with your account detail. Then follow the instruction in this online application portal to complete the student application information and upload your supporting document. So this supporting document include something like your passport, your English language evidence, your academic history, and if you need your visa document, a resume, and also a financial statement. As you know that with some of the part of the requirement from Home Affairs that you do need financial capacity, so we will need you to submit that to help us to process your application more quickly. Once we receive your application, we will review your application. We will send you a outcome by email and by the online portal as well. If you accept it by TestHave, you will get a letter of offer, which will outline your tuition payment plan and with your course detail, and if there's additional cost. After you reviewing it, please simply just sign the offer and pay the required fee, the first installment, to proceed to the next step. So once you return your signed offer, you make the fee payment and you send it to TestHave. And we can go to the next step. After your payment, we will send you a document called a confirmation of enrollment, which is COE. So this document you will need to submit with your student visa application to the Department of Home Affairs. Your COE is very important for your student visa. So you keep it safe and ready for submission. Additionally, please keep us updated on your visa status after you lodge your application. This allows us to assist you with any necessary adjustment to your course if you need further support or revisions. Yes. So this pretty much cover the entry requirement application steps, and I hope now you get a clear view for getting started with test tape. And please know that we're here to help, so don't hesitate to reach out if you have any question. And now these are the few frequently asked question that we get most a lot of times. So we'll go through this, and if you have any question later, you can pop in the Q&A. We'll see if we can answer them
Right.
after the Q&A.
Yeah. Thank you, Molly, for the information. So, like me and Molly will go through the frequently asked questions. I hope like this list of the questions may cover some of yours. So the first, like, how can I make my application stronger for the diploma of nursing? So this is the really like a lot of students ask for this question because we have a limited seat for the diploma of nursing program. So like Molly, can you give the students some ideas? So what is our selection criteria? What kind of applications can be prioritized?
Yes, of course. So to make your application stronger for our program, nursing program, first, you have to make sure that your application includes a complete documentation, such as your English test score that you need to have IELTS 7, your past academic history, anything related to nursing or anything that you've been doing in Australia with the student visa. We need to see those qualifications. And also, if there's a relevant healthcare experiences, will be very important as well. Furthermore, we need you to prepare for the BKSB assessment, the one I just mentioned, that's a numeracy test. And we will conduct an interview so you can demonstrate your academic readiness, and we want to see that you actually are your commitment to this program, because it's very intensive program. We need to have your full energy and you participate full time to this program.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
Let's go to the second one. A lot of international students, like when they enroll a course, they probably just complete another course, and they're planning their visa is going to expire, and that they are planning to apply for a new visa. So there's a lot of students ask, what is the timeline for receiving an offer letter after they lodge the student application? And
Mm.
also like get the confirmation of the enrollment letter.
Mm. So once we get all the document that we need and you submitted, everything's approved, then it usually take 5 to 10 business days for us to issue and generate the letter of offer. But that, in the condition that you have provided everything, English, resume, visa letter, financial document. And once you sign your letter of offer, make the payment, sent to the school, we will have a look with the sign offer and to check and confirm if the school received the payment, and the COE confirmation of enrollment. This document COE will be issued within 2 to 5 business days.
Right. Okay, so next one, do I need to find my own work placement provider after enrollment? So I think when Molly, when you go through the nursing program, like for example, we can so how many hours the student need to finish the work placement hours for the nursing program, and do they need to find their own work placement provider?
So for most of our programs, including nursing, TAST will arrange work placement with our approved provider. Especially for nursing, the placement, we have 3 phases along within 2 years. So each phases for the placement, it takes 2 to 3 weeks. So that means you will have like three block of placement. that you need to do within these 2 years. And test tape will help you and arrange those placement for you on the condition that you'll be able to complete your theory and your assessment prior to the work placement time. So if you couldn't finish because of your academic progress, we are unable to allow you to go into the placement because it's a real world that you need to go to emergency room, you need to go to aged care center to complete this placement. So we want to make sure that you have the full knowledge before you go in. But if your progress is not good, we're not allow you to go into the placement, that you need to wait for the next block. Then that might extend your study duration with test tape, and we will need to discuss that with the student individually later on. But you can rest assured that our placement is provided by the school. But there might be some program that require the student to arrange their own placement. So you definitely check with your course coordinator for specific requirement.
Right. Thank you. And the next one is if the student have a previous study or work experience, can they apply for the credit transfer and how do they apply for the credit transfer?
Yes, you definitely can apply credit transfer with test tape if you have prior learning or work experiences aligned with the course unit. You need to submit the relevant transcript or employment records with your application for assessment. So this needs to be done before the school issue a letter of offer. So you send, you lodge your application, you provide all the necessary document, and school test tape will have a assessment to determine if we can accept with your units and confirm and communicate to you with the new duration or the new units that you need to do with us. But this outcome we will communicate to you and during the admission process.
Mm, good. Thank you. And the next question, I think for both onshore and offshore applications, they may encounter. So what if their visa get delayed or rejected?
We know that now for offshore visa application, it's taken less time than the previously, but we cannot guarantee because that's up to the home affair. But if your visa is delayed, you make sure that you or your agent notify us as soon as possible to discuss your options. So if your visa is delayed and the school is about to start, you need to notify us before your class course commencement day so we can see if we can extend your we can move your course intake to the next available intake without any further charging, or you don't need to pay more tuition fee. But if your course already started, you still haven't got your visa, if you're offshore, then you definitely will need to defer your intake and we need to action that before the class started. But if your visa is rejected, you may or may be not eligible for a refund as per the school's refund policy. Again, you need to reach out to us to discuss your options.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. And can I work while studying at TAST?
Yes, you can. International student on a student visa can work up to 48 hours per fortnight during the study period. So that means 1 week you cannot work more than 24 hours. So 2 weeks added together, not more than 48 hours. If you do that, that will breach your visa condition. You might get visa canceled by the immigration. So you have to check your visa condition on the Department of Home Affairs website for more details, or you can check with your visa letter, there will be study right and a work right. So you need to check that for your work right.
That's good. So the last question, what support service are available for international students at TASTAFE?
So Nika mentioned this before. TASTAFE, we have a range of student support services, including academic support, English language support, mental health counseling. We have career guidance. We can also help with your accommodation. Once you enroll, there will be international student advisor. They're available to assist with personal or your academic concerns.
Okay, then. Thank you, Molly, for answering all the questions. And we probably have more questions like from the audience as well. But before we go to your question, just bear us for 1 minute. I would love to share our contact details again. So if you are international students, you have any question, you feel free to call us or email us. Get your question ready. We're more than happy to help. And if you're an education agency, so I will be your key contact person. Also send the email to the same email address, and we can discuss the future collaboration. Okay, so I think that this is the last page of our presentation. So now we can go through a few questions from the audience. So if you have any question, you feel free to drop it like in the Q&A button on the top of the screen so we can see that.
Nika and Molly, we've had a question come through where someone's just asked if TAS TAFE offer any scholarships to international students.
Right. Molly, do you want to answer this one or? Yeah.
Currently, we don't have for international student, we don't have scholarship at the moment, but every year we are reviewing our words and our program, so we definitely will have scholarship later on the year, probably next year or the following. But at the moment, we don't have. But please keep in touch and follow our international Facebook page if there's any scholarship or any events or new student program will definitely update right up. So do we have any more questions?
Molly and Nika, that looks as though that's all the questions that have come through.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just reminding people that if they have questions following the session, they can certainly contact you via email international@tastafe.tas.edu.au, and you'll be more than happy to assist them with their inquiry.
Yeah,
And Nico
definitely.
and Molly, thank you both for your presentation today. And yeah, for those of you who have joined us today, again, please feel free to contact Molly and Nika, and we hope to see you studying with us in the near future. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.